the Karade Order has deep roots. And those roots extend back to Ile Ife. They extend back to the Abeokuta state, where Oloye Ifa Karade was initiated. They have come back here. They have taken root in East Orange, New Jersey, and have extended from the parent temple to many places throughout the United States. It's not just here. We're not an isolated group. We have people all over, but I think it would be best if the Oloye would explain that. I think it would be better coming from him. Not that we are unknowing, but that I do want to give homage to my initiator, who initiated me here at the parent temple in East Orange, New Jersey, and in all reality give thanks. And to say that I want everyone to see that if it were not for Oloye Ifa Karade and his grace and his wide arms reaching out to many of us, we wouldn't have beads on our necks and we wouldn't have African names, we wouldn't have any of that. So I wanted to take the opportunity to give homage to you as chief priest. If you have a few minutes.
Only a few words now. First of all, peace to everyone. It's with much joy and pride that I stand in the same ground as all of we as a people. To begin this journey, start long before the Middle Passage, started long before the enslavement of our people, started long before the understanding that we have a place in the universe, not just the world, that we are a people, a living reflection of creation. But to have that stripped away from us so violently tore us apart internally, tore us apart in our ways of being and in our ways of constructing our worlds. But the spark was never extinguished, although the flame had been put down. The spark never extinguished. So moving through us all is the eternal flame. Moving through us all is our capacity to see within the eye of that spark, within the eye of that growing flame, the who we are, and the where we stand, and the what we do, and the what needs to be regained after years of enslavement, generations of being torn from our traditions and culture. We've learned to study it. We've learned to dress the part. We've learned to overcome the psychological traumas to some degree. And now we are learning to be who we were, with pride and dignity and grace and honor, and to see through the eyes of our ancestors the salvation of our people, the redeliverance of we as a nation. I'm honored to be here today. I've waited 25 years for this moment. I've waited to see it manifest through my own hands, but I've waited even longer to see it made manifest through the hands of those whom I initiated, to those whom I've had the privilege of teaching. And now this day has come into being, and I rejoice. And I give homage to Baba Akinkupe Karade. He has gone through much to get to this point. He speaks of days and nights of initiation, but I can look at him and state But we've gone through years upon years of initiation because it started with reading the handbook. It started with coming to understand that there's literature out there for us, about us. It started with being brave enough to say, I'm going to step out of the social box. I'm going to step out of the expectations that many people have for me and the ceilings. I will step beyond in order to find my true self. And that takes courage. That takes the capacity to deal with not being understood, of being ostracized to a certain point. Family doesn't even support, they don't want to understand. But yet you're trying to be humble, you're trying to be kind, and you're trying to set an example to say that this way is a good way. And I'm becoming better as a result of it. I'm finding peace. I'm finding a way in life. And the courage that it takes to continue on that path is mighty indeed. So I give homage to the young man who knocked at my door one day and said, I didn't know you were so close. We can jog to each other's homes. So I've been searching everywhere, but you're right down the street. Said it's that way in life sometimes. The thing that we search for the most is often very, very close to us. I give homage to the Apete who has traveled across the Atlantic and planted herself here to be a support to the development of Ifa internationally, to be a support to the Babalao, who is her husband, and to be one who brings forth the tradition through the birthing of the child. So again, it is with great honor that I stand here. And to see now a Yawo come through this temple, as I've seen so many Yawos come through the parent temple, continually. And as Baba Kube has said, we are international. We are international. We're not some organization who just kind of decided to kind of do these things. We have been in motion for an actual 16 years now. 16 years. Not missing a year, not missing a day, not missing a moment, as we strive to bring forth a greater truth to our people. And that is, we are sacred. We are not the profane, beast-like creatures that we are shaped into being. We are not the lesser than, we are the greater than. And we can govern our lives and our spiritual realms. So in closing, I would like to say to all of you, be well, and may well-beings continually surround you. May those beings of light, the Iranmole, always be close to you. Always. Worship, give homage, and live by Arumila's divine statement of Iwakwele. Your character is the utmost. And this man here, Baba Kube, has demonstrated a worthiness, in my eyes, as his initiator and as founder of the Karade Nation, to have grown through to the point where divine character is now part of his being. All the rituals, the initiations, mean very little if your character does not improve. If you do not become a more sacred reflection of the ancestors of the Orisha. Understand this fully, because these are the tenets of the Karade Nation. Your character, Iwakwele. Your oneness with creation, Iwalewa. Your ability to move forth in life without always going back to the same mistakes, doing the same wrong thing in a new way. That's Iwalaye. Learn these three as you evolve. And Ifa will truly smile upon you. And you will be worthy of bearing the name Karade.
Thank you.